Greetings and salutations, Internet Dozens. It is I, Wolfphototech, and here we are with another video. By the way, I'm wearing my Dead Watch Capcom shirt in these videos. You can kind of tell whenever I make a series of videos, what batch of videos I make them, because you see I'm wearing the same shirt. Yeah. This is a delightful book called The Cthulhu Alphabet by Goodman Games. I actually have multiple of these books. The Monster Alphabet, the Dungeon Alphabet. These books are one of those essential Game Master books for any new Game Master coming into a TTRPG theme or genre. These are actually quite useful. I do have to be careful, though, because in the books, there is a spot in each book that has a code that links to a free PDF that is on Drive-Thru RPG. As you can see from when I open that page, I'm making sure my hand is over the code. The books are loaded with tons of beautiful artwork. This is actually one of those books that Seth Sarkowski probably would really love. As I said, this is the Cthulhu Alphabet. It's $24.99. It happens to be about, as I said again, this is something that Seth Sarkowski would actually like. And he probably has this book. He hasn't probably talked about it yet. It's 109 pages. And the reason why I say he probably has it is he has bought Age of Cthulhu books and done reviews on his channel for Age of Cthulhu, which is a third-party adventure series for Call of Cthulhu. And there's a little bit of advertisement in the back of this book, as well as the other alphabet books. And there's also a advertisement for Dungeon Crawl Classics. But anyways, you have to get in here. Yet again, beautiful artwork here on the inside sheet, not the cover. There is this wonderful, simple Goodman Games to the point section. The brain fart. The thing that people put all their information and all the names of all the people that have worked on the book. Funny enough, this is actually the first printing of this book, so I'm kind of lucky, I guess, to get the first printing. Down here is the basic key and pages for the book, and it goes through the introduction, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z. And as I said before, the entire book is loaded with beautiful artwork throughout it. Nice forward, a nice introduction by Sandy Peterson. And then it goes through the basic structure as well as a random table right here for the game. Not for the game. Well, you use it for the game. Oh, by the way, this is a D12 table. If you use this with Call of Cthulhu, this is probably one of the only times you'll ever use a D12 table. Roll a D12. Call of Cthulhu does not use D12s in its system. But anyways, here's another D12. Here's the continuation of the D12 table. Some more artwork. And so forth. As you go along, it's actually kind of busy, which is about the only negative I can say about this book. As someone who has mild dyslexia and ADHD, sometimes when you kind of like cram all this stuff together and use blacked out background with white text, next with white texture for like logs or something, people who have a hard time processing stuff like that It's not. It's obviously I was. Some people with dyslexia and some people with ADHD are going to have a hard time processing some of this information. And it's actually exceedingly good information. Another D8 table that's actually broken up in sections throughout this book. It's a nice artistic aesthetic that they're going with. Like, all these are scrolls that are just piled up. Got the one option, you got... This has to be, I believe that's 2, because the number 2 is actually hidden in right there, right next to all the graining on the scrolls or wood logs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 is down here in the black. As I said before, this is a absolutely delightful book loaded with tons of artwork and a lot of exceedingly useful ideas and information for people to understand Call of Cthulhu type games. However, I am going to have to give it knocks because the way they integrate the tables into the artwork and use various other things makes it really hard for people to process some of that stuff. And it's such a shame, because this book is actually loaded with incredibly useful information. Goes through the deep ones. It keeps going on elder things and etc. etc. There's tons of artwork in here. The Great Race and so forth. I would recommend this book overall. You get some pretty freaky shit sometimes in this book. But anyways, I'm just going to flip a few pages and go to a different spot. And so forth. So there you go. As I said, each section often has a D14, a D14 table. So this is clearly a situation where this book is set up for, say, like Dungeon Crawl Classics, which uses D7s, D14s, D30s, etc., etc. So you're gonna have to get some really cool things for your stuff, but this stuff is useful for Call of Cthulhu as well. It's really good brain food for Call of Cthulhu. So there you go. Yet again, as I said, it's loaded with tons of awesome artwork. Say for Dungeon Crawl Classics, this is a great supplement for that. It's solidly a 4-star. For Call of Cthulhu, it's also an amazing item that's also in the 4-star territory. This is actually one of those situations where the book is exuding so much personality. It probably should be better than just a 4-star, a 4.25, or 4.5 star. However, the artwork kind of interferes with some of the tables. It's more prevalent towards the front for whatever strange reason in the book. But as you go throughout it, you'll notice that a lot of sections are pretty clear of excessive amounts of artwork interfering with the text. So it only pops up here and there every so often. But yet again, it's another delightful book. It's a great resource for anyone who runs Call of Cthulhu or Dungeon Crawl Classics. So there you go. I've been kind of trying to make these videos a little bit faster and more to the point, and I hope you enjoy them. Have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful weekend, a magnificent month, and see you next time.